Hello, and thank you for joining us for the next episode of Friendship, Memes, and Everything in Between. I am your host, Caleb, here with my co host, Chris.
How are y'all doing? We got the newest episode. No idea what episode this is. Probably too many, but we got a list full of questions to run through, and we are ready to start. Caleb, what's the most overrated movie franchise in your opinion?
Yeah, so I am going to say a movie franchise that has been going for years. I might have seen one or two, but I don't like it at all. I'm going to say the Saw franchise.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I just don't like that kind of horror, like all the gore and stuff. That I'm
Yeah,
just not into that. I looked it
that's
up.
all it is gore.
I looked it up to see like when the first one came out. The first one did come out in 2004, so it's been going on for like 16 years, and I think they're on like Saw what like 7 or 8,
No clue, but it's up there.
and there's been like Jesus Christ. So they're on Saw 9 actually.
Yeah, that
Um,
sounds about right.
But I know there's been like a lot of like spin-offs and stuff. Like it's just like
Or
the
has?
yeah, no, there has been. There's been just like so many just like psychological horror gore movies. Like cuz this created like that whole category of movies, that whole genre.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know Saw movie. I didn't know Saw had a spin-off. Like it created like that was the horror, like the gore genre, I guess, really started. But the first Saw wasn't really like that. I don't know if you ever saw it, but it was more story based. It just kind of had that element to it, and then it just kind of progressed into just gore and different torture methods.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have seen the original, and then I've seen like not like the second one, like probably like 4 or 5. I've seen
Hmm.
just like a random one, and I did not like it at all just cuz I'm not into the super gory stuff, and this is
Hmm.
just what all this franchise is.
Uh, so when I thought about this question, Saw's a good answer. So I was thinking like Fast and the Furious would be your answer, but that's like kind of guilty pleasure. It knows it's bad. And then I was thinking Twilight, but everybody knows it's bad. But really with me, most overrated was Hunger Games. I never got it. Like I just never like it was okay, but they acted like that was like top movies and like man, I didn't think any of them were good. I don't even think I've seen the last one, so maybe I'm not great to judge, but yeah, I thought they were very overrated. Every time I went and saw one, I was like, "What the heck is this? This is not a great movie. Like it's okay, but man, they overhyped it."
Really, I thought you actually liked them. I did not know that you did not like them.
No, I saw the first one because everybody was talking about it, and I was like, "Okay, it's okay." Like I don't really get the hype. Then I saw the second one with you because you rented it, and I was like, "Oh, well, I'll watch two." Everybody says it's amazing. Go watch it. Same thing. I'm like, okay, it was okay. It was okay. Like it was nothing special, but people talk about it as one of their favorite franchises. I don't get it at all. I don't see how it holds a candle to a lot of top franchises. But yeah, very overrated for me.
I remember like people said the books were really good. I think we read the first book in high school. Maybe middle school. I don't remember when the first one came out, but um, but yeah, people were like excited for it. I've seen the first one and I've seen the second one. I have not seen the third one or the fourth one. I think the last book is split up into two movies. It
It
has like
is.
yeah, it does that part 1 and part 2
Yeah,
thing.
why did everything did that, man? I think Harry Potter started it, and then everybody did it. I mean, they did it. I don't know if I don't know. I don't want to go off because a lot of these movies I don't really know. So yeah, I
I'm
know it was a
pretty
big
sure
thing where they
Twilight
split the
did
last
do it.
one. Yeah, but it was like a thing like for a few years, all like kind of teen drama movies. They split the last movie into two parts. Hell, Avengers it was two parts.
Well,
The last one that makes sense though. That's a lot.
yeah,
Leading
but they
up
didn't
to.
like title it like part 2 or whatever.
I kind of thought I mean I know at the start they were like part one, part two. It had different titles, but it was very similar to just having two parts. But anyway, yeah, not a fan of that. Um, Caleb, what's the most overrated fast food place?
Overrated fast food place. Well, shit. I was not prepared for this. You go first.
I'm just gonna go with Burger King because it's real cheap. Man, that sometimes like it used to be good, but it is so cheap and disgusting anymore. I mean, the price is the only good thing about it. The chicken nuggets are just disgusting. I don't know how you mess up something so simple as chicken nuggets, but you can get toaster oven chicken nuggets that are way better. So
You,
yeah, definitely Burger King. Caleb, you got no answer on this, or
I was actually thinking about a Burger King. Just because like I never get into a mood where I'm like, hey, let's get some Burger King. Like Burger King is only ever an afterthought because if you try to go somewhere else and they have like a super long line and you don't want to wait, you just like
exactly,
see a Burger King. Or if Burger King's like the only thing open, or like if you're, on a road trip and Burger King is the only like restaurant there, like you go like,
exactly.
hey, we can settle for Burger King, but you never go, hey, I want Burger King.
It's not a prime option. But I will say, shout out to Burger King. 'Cause you have amazing shakes and freezies. They have both. They're really good when it comes to that. So if you just want something cold to drink, Burger King's a good place. Now, Caleb, would you rather have to always have a hat on your head or always have to have shoes on your feet?
Well, neither of these are great.
It's not
I
supposed to be.
I assume that you would have to sleep and bathe in these.
Yep.
I would rather wash my hair. Like if I had to pick between I could only wash my hair or only wash my feet, um, I would pick washing my hair. So I think then I would say always have shoes.
Yeah, I would say shoe 100% always have shoes because I was thinking the same thing. When you sleep and when you shower, well, they make water shoes and they make comfy slippers that you can sleep in. So definitely gonna have footwear all the time because I hate sleeping in a hat. And I used to wear hats all the time, haven't lately. But yeah, definitely going with shoes there. Caleb, does it bother you if you're oh wait, is it on the right? Oh man. Okay, Caleb, does it bother you if your significant other doesn't shave their legs?
Um, yeah, it depends on how bad it gets. Um,
But like not at all. Just go just like doesn't
I mean,
against it.
it can at first. Well, no, I mean, not it can at first. Like it has to get bad and like noticeable for me to like actually care about it. If
Yeah,
it's
let's see.
if it's just like a little like scratchy or whatever, I don't care. But if you can like if it gets bad enough, then yeah. But I mean,
Yeah, no, grills of the mist. That shit's nasty. I feel like the same as showering, it's yeah, yeah, definitely just don't mess with that. Caleb, could you ever go vegan?
no, I like meat too
Uh,
much.
yeah, no, everything about like no, I eat Caleb, I can't even tell you the last time I went 24 hours without eating some kind of meat. Honestly, it was probably when I went 24 hours without eating for a church event. Like it yeah. Uh definitely love meat. And I love hunting too. And if I'm gonna kill something, I'm gonna eat it. So then I have to stop hunting, and that's a whole thing. That's the only reason I haven't killed Caleb yet, because I feel obligated to eat him. So,
Oh,
but yeah, no, that's a disgusting and unhealthy
bouncing off that
lifestyle.
question, Chris, are
Mm,
there any vegan foods that you do like?
No, I've yet to have a meat. I'm not saying I'm going out looking for it, but I've yet to have a meat substitute that's anything close to like a real meat dish. Like there's anything I have, you put meat on it, it's automatically better. And there's not. I don't. Tofu's disgusting. Yeah, and also vegan's not just meat, it's everything else. No, no way. Everything that's vegan seems to be way worse.
Did you know though that Oreos are vegan?
Oh, yeah, chips are vegan too.
Just
I thought you were talking a substitute.
no, just like anything that could be considered vegan. I've never
Oh,
had the impossible like
yeah.
burgers or whatever. No, I've never had one. Not interested in it. I've heard that they're, not bad, but I am not interested.
Yeah, there's some foods that aren't vegan, but that's just because they just happen like a lot of cakes are vegan, because they just don't use one thing. Cookies, a lot of chips. Like there's a lot of junk food that's good that's vegan. That's just because they don't have like meat, milk, whatever, blah 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 in it. Yeah, there's some foods that are vegan, but you can't live off that stuff. I mean, I can eat a salad, but that'd be a miserable life to not have any meat. A salad's what you get before you eat meat. Get a steak after a salad.
Chris, do you believe in love at first sight?
No, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. That's ridiculous. What do people think when they say love at first sight? Is that just physical attraction? Like, I never understood that. That's ridiculous and childish. Caleb, do you believe in love at first sight?
Yeah, I do. Every
Oh,
time
okay.
I see a dog.
Whoa, that's okay. Well, salt or pepper, Caleb?
Salt. I salt things way more than I pepper things.
I love salt. I put salt on so many things. I'm sure I'll have high cholesterol in my future. I love salt so much. Like salty chips, it doesn't matter. I salt my steak. You've seen how I salt my steak.
The last
It's not as
time
bad as like
the last time we went to Texas Roadhouse, people, Chris seriously had salt packets. He cut up a bite. Each bite, he would lay on some salt on it, so he would salt each bite individually.
which honestly isn't like out of the ordinary. Because here's the thing about that when it's a steak. So the steak absorbs the salt. So I put it on there right before I bite it. I don't salt the whole steak. I just put it on each bite and then I take a bite. And I try not to overdo it, but sometimes I overdo it. But yeah, no. Love salt. Caleb, this question is weird as hell. What is the best kind of M&M?
Hold on real quick. Let's circle back a minute. Is there anything that you do like have to put pepper on?
Oh, just a baked potato, I think. Um,
You don't like biscuits and gravy, right? That's not something you like.
no, it's not my thing. You put pepper on that
Yeah,
on
no,
the.
biscuits and gravy, like the gravy, it needs to be really peppery. Um
Well,
but
that makes sense because you put pepper on mashed potatoes and gravy. So yeah, that I completely understand that train of thought.
yeah, no, but that's like the only thing that I like would like put like more pepper in than just like when you're baking, like that you put, salt and pepper in. Yeah.
I don't know what you bake that you put pepper in. I don't personally like. I'm sure there's some things, but you add salt to a lot of things. I don't know anything you add pepper to
I
at all.
mean, there are stuff I assume, but yeah, that's the only thing that I would like actually add more pepper to. Would be like gravy. Um,
Salt gang.
but yeah, okay. Best kind of M&M. I don't eat a lot of M&Ms. I don't know. Do you have an opinion?
Well, I'm just gonna admit I had a stupid moment here. I read this question, Caleb, and I was like, I this is the stupidest thing I ever heard. I can't taste the difference between the colors of M&Ms. Like, what difference does it make at all? Like I never got that at all. Like that's ridiculous. And I just kind of came to the realization they're talking about peanut M&Ms, regular M&Ms, almond M&Ms. You know,
So what
whoops.
you're saying is you're a dumbass.
Hey, you know what? I admit to my faults. And I'm okay with that. I would say traditional M&Ms, or there's some like peanut butter M&Ms. I'm not talking about like a peanut in it. Like I don't like the ones with the nuts in it. That's an extra crunch. But there's some that have like peanut butter kind of in it. It's almost like a Reese's combo. Those are good. But that's about it. Pretty traditional.
I'm just now realizing I think Darian has a couple bags of M&Ms that are like special flavors up in the cabinet
In the
upstairs,
cabinet.
and
Up in the cabinet upstairs, we got the M&Ms and there's special flavors in there.
I kind of want to go see what they are. But yeah, I mean, I don't eat a lot of M&Ms. Like the peanut butter M&Ms would probably be what I would like. I don't know if I've actually had them though.
M&M's is an underrated candy, though. To be honest with you, I don't eat very many at all, but they're damn good.
Yeah, I think my favorite candy, just like chocolate candy, is Reese's.
Yeah, me too. Reese's, Twix, but M&M's is underrated. It's solid.
Um, what is the best kind of cookie?
Traditional chocolate chip, hands down, every time. I will say, if you're talking specialty chocolate chip, specialty cookies, my mother makes peanut butter blossom. Caleb, you've gotten these in our Christmas cookies, annual Christmas cookies that we always give Caleb, and it's basically a peanut butter cookie with one chocolate chip in the middle, and those are damn good too. But yeah, Caleb, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, if we're talking like best cookie creation, if you go on the mall, Caleb, okay, there's a few different cookie stores that do this, but it is a chocolate chip cookie. They put icing and then another chocolate chip cookie. It's a chip cookie sandwich with icing in the middle, and it is the best cookie combination ever. It is so perfect.
Nice. Now, are you for like soft cookies, or are you like you want your cookies like to have a bite and be a little on the tougher side?
No, soft, soft. Like I don't want them like so soft where they're like, you know, uh like I don't know, you know what I mean, where they're like not even cooked, they're runny. But like I want it soft. 100% soft cookies are so much better than hard cookies. Are you hard cookies? Because I didn't really know that was a thing.
No, yeah, no, that is a thing, but no, I like them soft. I like to be able to tear them apart and they like easily come apart
Hmm.
and it's like a soft bite. No, I really like the soft cookies. Have you ever had here in town, um, fuck, what is the restaurant called? Dave's Cosmic Subs.
No, I haven't. I remember you tried to offer me like a Dave Cosmic Subs gift card to do something stupid at some point. That's the only thing I know about it.
Yeah, no, just because I tried it once and I didn't like it. And then my stepmom gave me a gift card to there. Uh, and I was like, I don't like it. I'm not going to use this. But, I eventually did give them a second chance. Found something else from them and I like figured, "Oh, hey, I must have just not liked the one sub that I got before." But I tried them again and I got another thing and it's really good. And they've
Yeah, Philly
got
cheesesteak.
they don't have Philly cheesesteak actually.
What?
Yeah.
It's a sub place that doesn't have Philly cheesesteaks. It's criminal.
Yeah, because the Philly cheesesteak is from the joint.
Yeah, well, there's more than one. I just assumed if you sell subs, Philly cheesesteak would be your main one. So that's shocking.
No. Um, I think their main one is just like a normal Italian sub. Um,
Yeah.
but I
Do I
think
good cookie?
but anyway, they like bake their own cookies and stuff. And the chocolate chip cookies that we got, they were like a little harder, but they also do like a peanut butter cookie, and it's just comes right apart and it's so soft. It was really good. But they bake it like there, and they're like big, and yeah, it was really and
Yeah, that does sound good.
yeah, and we just got it like a week or so ago, so it's still fresh in my mind. Um, how do you like your coffee? I don't like coffee actually. So, how do you like your coffee?
I like my coffee how I like my women, Caleb. Without someone else's dick in it.
I think we showed that meme before.
Yes, we. Oh yeah, we did. Shout out to your uncle for giving us that meme. Um, no, I don't like coffee. Know, I treat my body like shit, so I try not to give it like. Yeah, I don't have a caffeine problem. I don't do energy drinks. I don't do coffee. I just eat junk food and drink alcohol. I don't, I don't want any smoke or like caffeine and shit like that. Like I try to limit myself to only a few bad things. I don't want to overload myself.
Yeah. When I was a little younger, I was really into the energy drinks, and I would like drink the Monster coffee, Monster coffees. Um, and I mean, like it tasted good, but I don't really think it did the coffee caffeine thing well. Or
Yeah,
maybe I
caffeine never really has a impact on me, to be honest with you. Like the energy drinks and the coffee, like I just never really notice a difference.
have you ever went a while without drinking any caffeine at all, like pop or anything, and then you drank one and then you feel any different? Or have you?
No,
No. Okay.
and I go, yeah, because I normally drink pop. Like, yeah, I drink pop too much, but a lot of the pop we get because my dad is caffeine free because it's bad for if you snore more, if you have caffeine apparently. So we get caffeine free a lot, and yeah, so I go all the time without drinking caffeine. I'll drink just Kool Aid, Powerade, and a caffeine free Pepsi. Like that's all I drink all for a week. So they might have a little bit of caffeine, but yeah, no, I've never had a problem going from no caffeine. Like caffeine, I've never really known to have an impact on me. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Now I've recently started to try cutting down on the pop that I drink. Like I still will drink some, but like not as bad as I used to. Um, but I don't feel any difference like with and without the caffeine.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Um, do you have to sleep with a fan on even in the winter?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fan gang 100%. I gotta have the noise. I like something blowing on me. Yeah, no, I love a fan. I never get cold though. Like if I'm inside or anything, like I never really get cold. Like the only time I really get cold would be hunting season, and like I'm in the woods on a tree stand. That's it. That's the only scenario where I'm really actually gonna get cold. Uh, Other than that, I run pretty hot. It's not ever really a problem. Caleb, do you? I can't remember.
So I didn't used to, but Darian does slash did. Um, so I got used to it because she would do it. But recently we've been having the fan off during the nighttime, and it's a little weird just because I got so used to it being on. But like before I was like sleeping with someone, I would like listen to Twitch or YouTube to go to sleep at night. And now we listen to music at night. So I got used to the
Noise.
like the pattern of going to sleep. We'd have the fan on, we'd have the music playing, but now it's just music, and it's just a little weird sleeping at night now.
Yeah, and also with the fan, you couldn't hear anything, so you hear more stuff, and you're like, "What the hell is that? Should I be concerned about that?" Something outside. Like
Right?
so with the
Yeah.
fan, it kind of drowns out the other sound. But I just like the wind blowing. So yeah, it's a little different when I sleep somewhere that doesn't have it, and it's just a quiet room. Still, it's hard to sleep because any little noise, kind of, you're like, "Wait, what a minute, what is that?" Um, Caleb, does it matter what way the toilet paper roll goes, or are you crazy?
I might. I depending on how you asked that question, I think I might be crazy. Um, I don't really care. Doesn't really matter to me either way.
I mean, I'm not going to throw a fit about it, but there's a right way to do it, and that's you put the toilet paper so the roll is facing the front. I'm not going to freak out about it, but if when I change it, that thing's going to be the right way. There's a right way and the wrong way to do things, and that's the right way.
So you're over, not under.
Yeah, over. So like you can see it in the front.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, yeah, mhm.
Because
Yeah. Oh,
under is the other
100%.
way. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I don't care. I think when I usually put it on, I usually do put it on over, but I don't have a preference. That's just how it got put on.
yeah. I mean, I really don't care, but I mean, toilet paper can just be rolling around the bathroom. It really doesn't matter. But if you're going to put it on roll, you do it right. Um, Caleb, why is country music the superior music choice?
I don't think that's the question.
Oh, well,
Uh,
take
the
it as you will.
the actual question is, why is country music awful? Well, you see, people, there is. I don't know if anyone knows the comedian Bo Burnham, but
Oh my god.
he did a special where he talked about country music, and I 100% agree with him. Um, Go listen to Bo Burnham's, and I'll quote here, country song. Um, I'll summarize here.
Okay,
He
well, real quick. Oh, sorry, Caleb. So basically, Bo Burnham, if I'm correct, he basically says how every country song is the same thing, same few dynamics, correct?
kind of, not really, but kind of. Like he said that, but there's more to it.
Mhm. So I agree with that, but I think most music is very like every genre follows the same dynamics, and it's very similar. Same tone, same back music, same sub like 20 subjects. It's so
Well,
yeah, every music's kind of at fault for being very generic.
kind of, but he made a point, and like I'll summarize what he said. He basically said that he'll never knock the old traditional style country music. What he does knock is the Taylor Swift, Keith Urban style of more like pop introduced into the country music, where where it's just more pop than country. And really, you think the old Taylor Swift before she went into main pop, where because she was still considered country, but it was pop, and then people started doing that. I don't know if she was the one who introduced it, but that's just where my mind goes.
No,
But since they introduced pop into country, that's where I don't like it, and that's like what is popular now with the country. I don't mind old country, but I draw the line at pop country.
no, I agree with you. Pop country's stupid. Like, I'll listen to pop country before I listen to pop music. But yeah, no, pop country is ridiculous. But basically, no, Taylor Swift definitely didn't start it. Basically, they every industry was like, we need music that can be danced to, plain and simple. And country music just can't be like it's just not as the older country music. Like, not many people are just dancing to just traditional Johnny Cash songs. Like, it's so they wanted pop music. They wanted the so many beats per minute. That's really what it came down to, is how many beats per minute the song was, and that's what brought every song to a pop level. And it's really the background that really just sucks. But yeah, no, pop country is not country. It's just a monster.
Do you have to pop your pimples when you see them?
Absolutely not. No, I think that's disgusting. Like, I get it, like, if you need to, like, if you're like, oh, like, hey, I want to get this out of the way, it looks, but no, I never understood like popping pimples. I don't like it. Like, if it looks real bad and you want to get rid of it, hey, I get it, but no, I don't like the whole thing. I think it's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know, and girls really are into that. Like the popping pimples and shit. It's very weird.
Well, there's a TV show called Dr. Pimple Popper, right? That's all about a doctor that pops pimples, right?
Yes, I am aware. uh
Yeah, people really like that shit.
yeah, I don't understand it. That stuff is gross, and I usually when if I get pimples or whatever, I'll just leave it alone. Unless like you said it gets like really bad or whatever, but
Mhm.
I don't care. I don't want to pop my own pimples. I don't want to watch someone pop like their pimples. I don't give a shit.
I've actually never popped a pimple, I don't think. I've
Re-
never cared.
Really.
Like some blackheads, yeah, because they're just, in the way and you can just kind of pluck them off. But like a pimple, no, I don't think I've ever done it. I just never really cared. Like, I've done it by accident before, but never was I like, oh, I don't like the way this looks. So I guess I got lucky, didn't have many, but yeah, never cared too much.
Yeah, no, when I was like 14, 15, I did get a lot in like my forehead area. Um
Hmm.
like I'll get like some now, but yeah, no, it's weird. Um anyway, what is better, the left or right Twix?
The right Twix, it's not even close.
What is the difference between the two?
There's fucking no difference at all. There is absolutely no difference. It's just a marketing gig by Twix and shout out for them because we're talking about it, so clearly it's working. But yeah, there's no difference. They say one is cascading caramel and one is gliding caramel or something. Like, it's the same thing. They're just trying to build controversy for a thing that doesn't exist just to get it out there. So respect them, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't eat Twix. Like that's not what I would go
I
to.
love some Twix.
Um but yeah, yeah, I literally didn't know what the difference between the two was.
Have you
I
seen their commercials?
Yeah, no, I am aware
Okay.
that at least they say, like, are you team left Twix or right Twix? But I didn't know what the difference between the two were.
Yeah, it's funny because like on the commercials, they have like the right Twix plant has trash cans for left Twix, so like you open it up and you throw the left Twix in the trash, and like, I don't know, I think it's funny, but yeah, it's definitely it's there's no difference.
Um,
Caleb, what is the craziest thing you've ever done?
go like $30,000 in debt, and live in constant depression, probably.
Well, that's fun.
Uh,
You
put my,
never like
huh?
never did like a preemptive road trip or anything crazy like that? No.
No, I'd say the craziest thing I've done is like put myself through college, get like $30,000 in debt, get like super depressed, and yeah, that's probably the craziest thing I've done.
Okay, that's fun. So I Caleb, actually, I don't think did I tell you what I did not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that? I don't think I did.
Go to the
So
gay strip club? Yeah, you did. Go ahead and tell our
no,
audience.
maybe lesbians. Anyway, so it was chill Saturday night. I visited my grandparents in the morning, and then I on the way back, my aunt was having not a party, but a little get together with some of her friends. And mom wanted to swing by there, so she went with me. We swung by my aunt's, and they were drinking, so I had a couple drinks, and then after several drinks, uh, their friends have like a I don't know, like 7, 8 year old daughter, okay, and she just started doing gymnastics. But anyway, she would do like these gymnastics moves, and then go to me and talk shit and be like, "I bet you can't do that." Like, I bet you can't do that. And I was drunk at the time, so I would be like, okay, and I would do it. Long story short, at the end of the night, you've been to my aunt and uncle's house, Caleb. From their living room, like the difference between their living and their kitchen, there's like that two-step edge,
Yeah,
like a little mini staircase.
yeah.
So anyway, I went from the kitchen, ran from the back of the kitchen, jumped off that ledge and cartwheel into the living room. Long story short, I landed directly on my tailbone and then neck, and I was fine at the moment. But I was very sore in the morning. So that's
Yikes.
not, yeah. So that's like the most recent thing I did that was a little rough. Is I won the gymnastics contest. However, yeah, no, it still hurts. So, other than your crazy thing,
What are some of your bucket list items?
bucket list items. I don't know. Be like check out some different places. Go to Texas. After Laura leaves, of course. Uh, I wouldn't mind checking out Hollywood. I wouldn't mind checking out like go noodling. That'd be fun.
Oh,
Like to go down to you know Louisiana, do some swamp things. Yeah, I mean traditional stuff. But yeah, what about you?
uh, I really don't have any bucket list stuff. I would like to go to Hawaii at some time. That is both Darian and myself had talked about going to Hawaii for our honeymoon, but because of COVID and everything, like that's just not gonna happen.
Well, Hawaii is actually one of the safest places.
Well, yeah, but like we don't want to like fly or get a boat or anything right now.
Have you
Um,
tried driving?
drive to Hawaii? Oh, hmm,
Yeah, just get in the car. It's a trip. I'm not gonna lie to you,
hmm.
but
Okay.
it could be a good time. Would
Huh.
recommend it.
Okay. Well, what? How long would it take to drive to Hawaii?
Whew. Uh, it how many knots does your car go?
8.
Looking at your owner's manual.
It goes 8.
8 knots. Yeah, it's gonna be a long trip. As you got to think, you got to drive to a place, and that's gonna take several hours. And then if your car is going 8 knots an hour, yeah, no, you better take like a month off. Also, get a ton of Flex Seal and put it at the bottom of your car because that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, so it looks like it's a 14-hour flight. No, it's a 14-hour flight. So, Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, but no. I do want to go to Hawaii just at some point in my life. And I am really into like Greek, just like mythology and stuff like that. So I would love to go to Greece at some point in my life. Don't know if that'll ever happen, but Hawaii would be cool to see. It's a cool culture. And Greece would just be like a really cool thing to do. Um, don't know if it'll ever happen, but yeah, let's go ahead and go with that.
Caleb, Ford or Chevy?
Literally don't give a shit. Um, I've driven, I've had a few Chevys. Never had a Ford. Which one of them is like joked around because it breaks down so much? Is that Ford?
Oh, literally. So it's any truck gets that. So any truck it gets, hate because it just truck people always have a conversation between Dodge, Chevy, Ford, and I guess like the Toyota Tacoma, Honda Ridgeline, Nissan Titan. They all get flack from each other. There's not like one that's actually, you know, uh, like worse. You know what I mean? Like it's just more everybody. They just all talk shit.
Yeah, I
Like there's a joke. Ford stands for found on road dead. You know, but Chevy gets just as much shit and Dodge and everything else.
yeah, I don't know. I've had a few Chevys, and just based off of my ownership of the Chevys, I would go with the opposite. But I've never had a Ford, so
Uh,
I'll go with Honda because I have a Honda and I like my Honda.
Yeah, Hondas are definitely way more reliable and generally better on gas mileage. So yeah, I go with a Honda over a Ford or a Chevy. However, trucks you kind of have to go with a Ford, Chevy, or Dodge because those are really the only good truck companies. I mean, you could Toyota make some decent ones, but uh, I'm not a Ford guy. I've heard, my family's had one Ford, had horrible problems with it. It was a Ford Explorer though, so I don't know about the F-150s. Yeah, had a lot of problems with Ford. Not a fan. And also, you can't work on your own Ford as much. Ford, they use different tools. So basically, you have to have a set of Ford tools. You can't use a generic set of, toolbox tools. I don't know. I'm an expert on that. But apparently, Ford, yeah, that's a big problem with Ford. Where Chevy, they let, their, their, they let that you can work on your own Chevy. But Caleb, as you know, I drive a Chevy Silverado, which is a very fancy car. Um, but Chevy does make it. I like it, but it's got problems. Every truck's got problems. But yeah, I'm going Chevy.
How did you pronounce that?
Oh, it's a Chevy Silverado. It's
Oh,
uh,
okay. So
it's a fancy
so you
model.
drive that and you drive a Savak.
Yeah, Hyundai Savak. It's a made in Asia. Yeah, that's my sports car. So yeah.
Fancy,
And
fancy.
then my Chivas Silverado is my, all-terrain, carrying vehicle. Both very fancy vehicles, very high class individual over here.
What would be the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse?
Hmm. Um,
I think you're gonna take mine.
I'm really kind of blanking here. Like, there's a lot of animals that'd be cool. A
Penguin.
penguin would be awesome. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Mine was penguin.
A penguin would be awesome. Like a bear would just be cool to see. A tiger, but
What?
yeah, a penguin.
A
What?
bear to the size of a horse?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like a huge upgrade, but
And a
it is
tiger to
one.
the size of a horse. I mean, at least the tiger would grow, more than the bear would. But
Yeah, but still, it's significant. A bear the size of a horse is still a big ass bear. Um, but I'm thinking like a big ass Clydesdale horse. I don't know about you. Like I'm thinking like the big motherfuckers, like not just a traditional Amish horse.
yeah, but I mean, still, I
Uh,
would want to take something that's like
really
small
tiny.
first. Like a penguin. I think a penguin the size of like a Clydesdale would be just a sight to
Oh,
behold.
oh my God, Caleb! Imagine a snake the size of a horse. But it's the same length as a horse.
Fuck you.
I know you're scared of snakes, but like think about how, because it would have no, because the whole thing about snakes is they're long, so it'd be for its girth, it would be insanely short. Like that would be hilarious. It would just be like a head and a nub. It would be like a chode of a snake.
What is the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street?
Hey, bro, nice cock.
No, I mean that's a compliment these
Yeah,
days.
that's just bros being bros, man. Uh, I love how I saw something that was like how women just hated being catcalled, and they'd be like, "How would men feel if they got catcalled?" And every guy's like, "That would be fucking awesome. Like, I would love to get compliments while passing by." And I think that's what started the whole meme of like, you know what? Don't be afraid to tell your buddy, "Hey, nice cock, bro." And I just think that's the funniest thing.
I don't know. I think something like um
Ever, I want to get your butthole licked by a fat man in a trench coat?
something like, hey, leave your window open tonight, or no, hey, I saw that green sweatshirt you were in earlier, or something. I don't know.
Caleb's acting like he's told women this before, but also Caleb, there's a new Jay and Silent Bob movie that came out like last year that I have yet to see, which was a quote that was the fat man in the trench coat thing. For
Yeah,
people who don't
I
know,
haven't seen it either. I've heard it's terrible though.
yeah, probably. um, Caleb, what makes you feel accomplished?
Well, I tell you, I did like 5 things earlier today that I've been putting off. What all did I do? I had to call my insurance company, see if they cover something. Had to
Get your ribs removed. You don't need to lie.
yeah, had to pay on the leftover from my last eye exam. Been putting that off. What else did I do? I called the health department to see if they could like give advice or tell me anything that I could do. Because I don't know if I told you, I got billed for my that COVID test that I had.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if I did or not. But like they actually sent me the bill for it. And I called them and I like said, hey, like I thought COVID tests were free, and they basically told me, no, we billed you. You have to pay for it. That is your responsibility. Fuck you, kid. Um,
Yeah, I would have went down there and put a boot in everybody's ass. 'Cause you could have went down to Danville for free, no problem.
but yeah, no, the people that I talked to said like, hey, try calling the health department, see if they could either give you advice or tell you what you need to do, or see if they could help at all. And they were no fucking help at all. So I just said, fuck it, I'll just pay for it. Because like paying the couple $100 for the test would be easier than getting myself a lawyer to get into this.
I
Um,
wouldn't have gotten lawyer, but I would have got the short little Karen haircut for $500. I would go down there and I would have started some shit. Like I would be calling every supervisor possible because that's $500. That's a lot of money.
um, but yeah, I did that, and looking to set up a doctor appointment that I've been putting off. But yeah, no, I adulted earlier today. I just did things that I was putting off for months now. So
So you feel accomplished right now, is what you're saying.
yeah, just because like doing, you put stuff off, and then if you keep putting stuff off, you inevitably have more stuff to put
Yeah,
off. Like you put one thing off, then there's something else comes up you need to do. Oh, that's future Caleb's problem. But you're
damn
sitting
right.
here with like 4 or 5 things that you've pushed off that like you need to do, like that needs to happen, and you're like, why not? I'll go ahead and get that taken care of today. So I felt proud of myself, felt accomplished because I did all of that in the span of like 20 minutes, even though like I dreaded making a phone call. But fuck it.
You did all that in 20 minutes that you've been putting off.
Maybe not 20 minutes, but
But
it wasn't
still.
that long.
uh, that's the most Caleb shit I ever heard.
Chris, what about you?
What makes me feel accomplished? I don't know. Knowing I'm better than everybody else is a pretty good feeling to know I'm accomplished.
Huh.
Caleb, what kind of parent do you think you will be, and why do you think you'll lose your children?
I'll be the cool hangout parent. Um, the one that the parents want to hang out with. Kind of makes me feel like Chris's dad. Um,
Then you don't know my dad very well.
no, fuck. Every day he's off, you're like, hey, I'm gonna hang out with my dad today.
Well, no, my dad's always like, well, I got a day off. What do you want to do? I'm like, oh, I don't know. He's like, you want to go shooting? I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll go. So, and then also, like, everybody works Saturday, like, pretty much. So, I normally am okay with that. Or at least in the Saturday morning and Saturday night, I go do something my own.
Yeah, I don't know.
But,
I want to like be close with my kids because I didn't have that for myself growing up, so I want like my kids to have that. What about you, Chris?
I mean, I guess that's what everybody wants. No one wants their kids to hate them. So, yeah, just to be liked would be cool, I think that's like every parent's goal.
Okay, and we're gonna go with one more here. Chris, we have a couple questions left. I'll let you look through the list here. Pick your last question that you want to talk about.
Caleb, if you are arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
Murdered Chris Coon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
Uh, it would be something stupid, 100%. If I call my mom and say I got arrested, there would probably be zero concern that I did something crazy. It would just be like, what did you do? Like, I know you did something. What did you do? Like, did you steal the big boy statue at Big Boy? Did you break into the zoo? Did you like, it's gonna be nothing bad. Like, I'm not gonna get caught selling drugs or something. It's gonna be something that like she knows I did for a laugh. She's gonna be like, "What stupid shit did you do that you thought it would be funny?" And now I got to go bail your ass out of jail. So definitely, that would be what everybody would think is, "What did he do?" Because it'd be something really stupid. Caleb, can you attest to that? You
Yeah,
find out I got arrested. What's your first thought?
money laundering probably.
Money laundering? What do you think I'm money laundering for?
Uh, to support your gambling problem.
Oh my! But I have to have a thing to money launder. Like I have to sell drugs to launder money. Like I need an illegal way to get income to launder said money. You know what I mean?
I mean, I believe in you. You're smart enough to figure it out.
Oh, Caleb thinks I'm smart. So you just think I'll find a way to legally make money and then need to launder said money and then get caught for laundering money?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot. Okay, Caleb, are we ready to wrap the show up here?
I mean, we have a couple questions left, and we're at 48 minutes. Do you want to call it?
Let's call it.
Okay.
Click the link in the description. Go subscribe to everything. Go do the things. We don't need to tell you. Share with your friends, you dick.
Yeah, I mean, we're both really busy lately, so might have skipped a week or so. But I mean, the last episode only has like 20 views, so if you
Yeah, it
guys
was low quality though.
if you guys want to have us come up with more episodes, really need to have you guys watching said episodes. So share with your friends. Anything
Yeah.
else you want to say for the day, Chris?
Hi mom. That's it.
Hi, Chris's mom.
Bye.
Have a good night.